national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has faulted the Independent National Electoral Commission's decision to present a certificate of return to the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Douye Diri. Oshiomhole insists the Supreme Court did not, in its judgment, direct the electoral body to take that step. Correspondent Habib Alawal reports.
The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision by a 5-man panel, had nullified the election of the candidate of the APC. It said this was on grounds that the deputy governorship candidate, Douye Diri, presented false information to INEC to aid of his qualification for the Bayelsa governorship polls. This raised the ire of national chairman of the APC, Oshiomhole, who insisted no candidate can be sworn in because none of the other candidates, apart from David Leon, met the requirement.
To clarify the issues, INEC sought to appropriate judicial powers and choose to proceed without any express order from the Supreme Court to purport to have cancelled or voided or waste the vote casted in favor of APC in order to be able to have a dubious spread in favor of PDP. INEC failed to recognize that its responsibility does not include its legal interpretation. And the Supreme Court did not ask INEC to go and begin to assume judicial powers. All it had regard to do was to do a simple arithmetic. Who has the next highest vote? Does such person have the required spread? If the answer is no, INEC can do no more. Now INEC has decided to now assume that the case of Bayelsa is exactly the same case as that of Zamfara. Now in so doing, INEC has assumed judicial powers. Yet, even elementary student, 100-level law student knows that the issue in Zamfara is quite different from that of Bayelsa State.
But that position did not stop the Independent National Electoral Commission from going ahead to declare that the candidate of the PDP scored the highest number of lawful votes of 143,172 votes and therefore was returned winner. It has since issued a certificate of return to the candidate of People's Democratic Party. Mr. Oshiomhole rejects this in entirety, saying that his party will seek all the legal means to recover its mandate. He faults the electoral umpire for assuming the role of the court in interpreting the verdict of the Supreme Court. The APC national chairman says he has written to the commission that the Supreme Court did not say it should swear in the PDP's candidate, Douye Diri.
Therefore, as a party, we have consulted and we have resolved that we do not accept and we reject in toto the decision of INEC to illegally declare the PDP candidate as the winner of the election and purported to waste the votes casted in favor of David Leon.
Douye Diri of the People's Democratic Party had the second highest number of votes and secured 25% of votes in 5 of Bayelsa's 8 local governments.
Senator Douye Diri and Senator Lawrence Erujakpo of the PDP are hereby declared winners and returned elected as governor and deputy governor of Bayelsa State, respectively.
But Mr. Oshiomhole argues that INEC has decided to assume that the case of Bayelsa is the same with that of Zamfara. INEC has assumed judicial power.
We emphasize the power of the ballot, peaceful ballot.
Some analysts believe vacant positions in the National Working Committee of the APC played a huge role in the choice of candidates the party arrived at.
I will just expect the leadership of the All Progressives Congress to pull its house in order to quickly fill all the vacant positions at the NWC, because if you don't have some national officers that are supposed to carry out this duty, I think being All Progressive Congress as a national secretary by now, maybe someone might have discovered that someone's name is not tally with what is submitted to INEC, or so maybe opposition party wouldn't have taken advantage of the loophole.
The leadership of the party didn't take heed to that cry from Bayelsa. People, they fed the government, and it doesn't matter. Some things people might think that do not matter today might matter tomorrow. I think going forward, the political is only about APC. It's a general thing about political parties. Once, for one reason or the other, once they've made up their mind about somebody, they want to go that way. They don't consider they look at it properly.
Even as the APC faulted the judgment of the Supreme Court, it is believed that going forward, the party should strengthen its organs at all levels to make more informed decisions. Habib Alawal, TVC News, Abuja.